So for some reason my VN video editing app wouldn't let me export this video once I edited it. It kept saying abnormal music format, please delete, and then try again later. So I'm gonna have to do a voiceover, and hopefully this will let me export it again with this sound on here. So today's video, I'm going to be making a base for the owl family that I carved, and it's got like a seam where the trees have grown together, like branches have come together, but obviously they're not all from the same actual trunk of the tree, so there's a seam down it, and that's what's come apart there. So I've just glued that overnight, whacked the clamps on it overnight, gorilla glued it, and then I'm just gonna get that log there, cut 2 flat sides down it, so that's going to be the base of the owl family. And then I'm going to put like an X-shaped stand underneath it, so it's high off the ground, and then I think when it's finished it's about 6 foot altogether. So that's my little helpers. So yeah, just going to attach it to the jack. Just got 2 screws underneath the chopping board that's already attached to the top of the jack. Get them 2 screws into the bottom of the wood. One flat side. And I'm just trying to keep the chainsaw at the same angle, so this flat side's parallel to the other flat side, so when you've put your owls on there, they're not leaning back, leaning forward, leaning to the side, wonky. So obviously the first cut wasn't wide enough for the base of the owl family to go on there, so second cut is just so that the flat surface for the owls to be attached to is wider. There we go, nice flat surface. It's got a little camel hump in the middle, so I'm taking that out. So now the camel hump's gone. The base of the owls had little lips at either end of it, so I just flattened them as well. Got a nice flat connection. It's going to be a decent join, so I just drew an outline around the bottom of the owls, and then I'm measuring to the middle of each owl, so it's like the centre of the log. So then when I flip it over and drill with the 16mm spade bit, I go in with the 16mm spade bit so that the screws can go into, because I've only got 100mm screws, so I'm going to go halfway into the base there with the 16mm spade bit, and then I'm going to screw in, because the 100mm screws wouldn't have gone all the way through the wood and into the base of the owl, so that's why I'm going in with the spade bit first. And 2 of the holes were a little bit off where I aimed for, but they're still okay. I'm going to go into a decent chunk of wood when they get screwed into the base of the owls. And the 8cm one on the right was just perfect, came out of the pencil mark. So, and this is another little, just saving effort this is. So I just put the Gorilla Glue in there, so it's proper annoying to squeeze out. So I put the Gorilla Glue in the clamp, and I just use the clamp's force to squeeze it out like a silicone gun. Squeeze the clamp, the Gorilla Glue comes out. So it's a Gorilla Glue gun, just a clamp. And just get a good decent bit of Gorilla Glue on there. spread it out just up to the edges of the pencil mark that I put on there, the outline around the base of the house, so I could see where to screw in and measure where to screw in. Just clean the dust off the bottom of the house, and then just put screw the screws back into the base of the house. Got my partner to help me hold them down, Vicky. And there we go. We have a base for the whole family. This is my wood storage shed. So I'm just having a little look what I've got in there. And I found some old bed posts out of a headboard off a pine bed. That's these two that I get out now. And then someone was doing like a house extension, so they're taking the old roof out to make a new roof. So these that chunky purple bit of wood there and that bit of wood are off someone's roof rafter. So I just said, can I have it? Chopped it up, put it in the back of the van, and just came back with like 6 foot lengths of it, or whatever, however long it was. So yeah, bed posts, old roof rafters. And then I'm just giving them a quick sand with, I've got the flat disc on there, it's got 36 grit on it. So I'm just quickly going over with the 36 grit, and then I've got my other grinder set up with a disc on there, which is 120 grit, just to make it smoother after, so when you put your varnish on, it goes on easier and looks better once it's dried, and that, more shine to it and that. So then I've got an adjustable fence with measuring tape on it on the left, but it doesn't come over close enough to
a stock fence.
So I'll just clamp a piece of wood to that. So then I can keep pushing the bedpost into it, and then I know I'm cutting off the same amount off each end for the 45 each cut. So just do that 4 times. So then you've got your 45. So
set the depth stopper on my miter saw to half of the depth.
And, hold up
of the bedpost.
So
I'm just doing the half.
So then this is the half lap joint I'm doing now. So I've set the depth gauge on the miter saw to go halfway through.
I do cut either side of
the bedpost.
Put my markings
and just go
of how wide the other bedpost that goes on top of it is.
Take a cut out.
You know where you're cutting it neat.
Cut out.
And then just go back across and just take out a blade's width, miss a blade's width.
Then once I've done this, I'll repeat this on the next bedpost as well. So then you've got a half lap joint. And the little bits of wood that are there now that I'm tapping out, I'm keeping them, you know, for like when you get a crack in your wood. I'm going to use them as the little wedges to put in there to repair cracks.
And then just clean out your joint with a nice sharp
chisel. So go back across.
Glue. Nice solid.
The cuts you did with your miter saw, so you get a nice join for your glue. And so it's the right depth. If you left them on, it wouldn't be halfway through the wood, so the half lap joint would be flush.
So I'm just cutting these. These are like for the feet that go on the bottom of the legs, another X that's going to be, that I put a half lap joint into as well, so it's nice and strong. Just do the same again, stock fence, so you know they're the same length. Flip it over, cut, repeat. So now they're done, I've just got to take all the X apart. So now I can put the glue on, so I know everything fits. Take it all back apart, put the glue on. I'm just going to put screws underneath the X to hold them together till the glue dries. And so for the feet. But then I went back over everything once all the glue had dried, and I put dowels in it, 6mm dowels, just for extra strength. So I just used the screws as clamps to hold everything together whilst the glue dries, and then I put dowels in it for if the screws snap from expanding and shrinking. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like and subscribe. Appreciate it. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching.